John Gottman is a psychotherapist who works with couples. And he talks about attempts to repair in one of his books. And repair is when you realise you've made an error and then you attempt to repair it. You might have spoken to someone too harshly, or used the wrong tone, and you watch and you see the effect it has, and you think, well, I didn't want that effect. I've stuffed it up. And then you attempt to repair it. And they've said there's a poor correlation between the words chosen in an apology and whether it works. It's not until they've gone to do research on what was the experience for the person who was receiving the apology. Some people go, sorry, and that's enough. It works. Other people go, sorry, they go, what kind of an apology is that? So it's the subjective experience of the person who's being apologised to. So I've got that idea, and I've thought, well, really you're repairing a trust issue. Now, trust gets repaired through something else called trustworthiness. Right? That's how you repair. And I talk to a lot of people in mediation, in couples, because there's often an injury of trust. There's an injury to the trust that operates between them. And they'll need to repair it, but they have to repair it through provision of behaviours that are trustworthy to the other party. So they really need to check out, is that working for you? An example is I walk into a room and I trip someone up and they stumble a bit and I say, I'm really sorry. And they go, oh. That's not, they're grumpy. I tripped them up, it hurt. I say, I'm really sorry I hurt you for tripping you up. Yeah. And then the next day I come in and I say, hi, how you going? And they go, oh. And I say, oh, well, seem to be a bit sore about the trip up incident that happened yesterday. The third day I come in and I say, how are you? And they're still going, And I say, and I might challenge by saying, oh, look, I did apologise, but I didn't hear you acknowledge my apology. I say, okay, I acknowledge your apology. So the acknowledgement of the apology is a step. Acceptance and forgiveness is another whole step. So it goes like this. Days later, I see them avoiding me. Oh, how are you today? They're not being very friendly. I mean, normally they're friendly. And so I'd say, this would be an issue of congruence, an example of it. I just want to take you back to the incident that happened last week where I tripped you up and I was really sorry, and I could see it was a genuine, by my thinking, it was a genuine error. I don't know whether you saw it that way, but I actually tripped you up and I could see that it hurt and I apologised. And then a few days later, I asked you whether you had accepted my apology and you said you had, but I haven't got a sense that you've forgiven me. So, and I may have to accept that you'll never forgive me. But what I want to ask you, is there anything further you would like to see in my behaviour that would allow you to forgive me? So it's drilling down on what are their interests. What further changes do they need? Now, if a person can't tell me what they need in order to forgive me, I have to let it go, don't I? It's like, what else can I do? But it's a powerful sort of process of healing in the attempt to repair. And because it's a behaviour that's generally interpreted as trustworthiness. If a person is genuinely attempting to repair, well, you can kind of trust that normally. It's a behaviour that's consistent with someone who's offering you trustworthiness. So that's how you repair trust, by offering trustworthiness.